You know what's crazy is I actually took some time off last year. There was a lot happening in my personal life, and I think creatively I'd felt a little stumped. And when I went into the studio, I've been recording for about a year and writing and working on new music. And we had Bad Liar for about a year. And it was more about just the timing of where I was and what I wanted my music to sound like and how I wanted it to feel different and separate from everything else. I was very much single when I was working on the song, and I think I was missing that feeling. It's a story. It starts off telling exactly what you feel when you're in that initial rush of being into someone, and I think that feeling is something I've always been a sucker for, because I just think it's addicting and it's beautiful and it's complicated, and I loved that. So that's kind of the birth of it. And then we're sampling one of the greatest bands of all time, which is a lot of pressure. But we got the blessing, we sent it to David Byrne, and the whole band liked it, and it was a surreal moment. It was just kind of one of those moments where it happened. It was just, Psycho Killer's an amazing song, and the bass line it's totally separate from what the actual song is, but it is one of those things where it either works or it doesn't work. And luckily in this case, I think it came out really well, and it did it justice. And I really hope that, some of my fans who maybe weren't really familiar with that kind of music would be introduced to that. So it was exciting. I think the simplicity of the song, for me, I've always tried to figure out what separates me, and I think I'm always constantly searching for that, whether it's in film or acting or creative or content. I've always tried to find what really makes me feel unique, and I think the storytelling and how simple it is. At the end of the day, it's really just a song that's talking about something very basic, but it's beautiful and it's kitschy, and I think that's what I wanted it to kind of capture. I think it's that feeling where it's like the beginning of it, and I like the O's. It's not a traditional melody. When you're singing the song, when I sing the song, it's kind of, you don't really catch on to it until you capture those moments. It's like when you're walking down the street and then you think you see someone and then you don't. That's like the story of my life, because I'm on Instagram or I'm on my page or I'm on something, and there's just those simple moments that capture you and can totally affect your day. And I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to. I do. Yeah, I kind of hovered away a little bit because I'm really trying to find the balance in my life. I think it's really important for me to figure out what makes me happy, and I don't really want to be all over the place. I want to pick the things that I'm passionate about, and I want to make them great. And I think that's where I'm at in my life and in my career. And so I take the moments for myself. Like I said, I spent a year in the studio, and now I'm putting all of these pieces together, and it's coming a lot faster than people think, but that's what makes it great, is because there's a little mystery to it, and it sounds so separate from everything else I've done. From the Kygo record to Bad Liar, and the next thing that's after Bad Liar is so separate from that. It's me trying to figure out where it's gonna go, and I don't really have a set plan, but a lot of new music is coming for sure.